Hello, welcome to the class of HTML programming. So today we are going to discuss how to configure borders on web pages. So the web developers often use the visual elements such as lines and borders to separate or define areas over the web pages. So there are two coding techniques to set the lines on a web page. So one of which we have discussed in earlier classes, that is horizontal line or the horizontal rule element using HR void tags. So now in CSS we use the CSS borders and padding property to display this line and border in web pages. So now we will discuss about the border property only. So here in this program I design to specify the border properties. So here the first one, these are the different border properties like border width, border style, border color and border radius. So this border property is used to configure the border or the boundary around an element. So by default its value is set to 0, but it can so that it is not displayed in the web page. So we can set the values to this border property like its border width, its border color, border style or border radius. So here you can also configure the individual setting like its border top, border right, border left or border bottom side by using the different border properties. So here we are going to discuss about first, that is border width. So here this border width will set the broadness of the border. After that this border style will tell about the configures the type of line you want to display it in the border. Its value included such as inset, outset border, double border, group border, rigged border, solid border, dashed line or the dotted lines. After that its color, border color, you can specify the color of the border, and the next one is border radius. So here you can configure the rounded corner of the borders by giving the value it's in pixel or points. So here let's run this program by going to this run and launch in Chrome. So it will display this web page like this. So it set the border, this border. So if you change this width, like you will display here 10 pixel and save this and refresh, you can see the change in the broadness of this border width. And let's change to the 2 pixel, save it and refresh it. So now next is this is a solid part. If you change it to the dotted sign, it will displayed in the dotted part. The line will be displayed as dotted. So if you will write here rigged, so save it and now refresh this. So it will display like this. And if you will write here the double, 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 and save it and refresh it, so here it will display these different border styles. After that the next part is its color. So here we have declared the color as black, and come to the next part, that is border radius. So you have declared the border radius as 25 pixel. So here you can see the rounded edge of this border. So if you set it to the 0 pixel, and now let's save the program and refresh it. So you can see the changes that occur here. So now there are many more properties about this border that you can individually set its border bottom, border left, border right or border top, or also you can set the border bottom left radius, border bottom right radius, or bottom top left radius, or the border top right radius. Let's try it here. Like we are displaying here the border top left radius. So we have set it to the 25 pixel. Now save this and refresh the. So you can see that its left side corner will be display like this, come up in the circular part, and the other rest of the corners are in edge form. So in this way we can set the border radius individually. So these are the properties that are added to the CSS version 3. So these are the new properties that are added to the CSS, these border properties. So next part is we can also add the notation in shorthand form. Like it allows you to configure all the below properties in one rule by listing value. Like we have to list the border width, after that the border style, and then the border color. So let's list this in shorthand format. So for that you have to keep this in comment mark. Now here declare the border, and here you have to give its value. First of all you have to give its width value like 2 pixel, and next you have to give its style like dotted. Next you have to give in its color like black. So now use this semicolon. So you have to keep this in comment mark and dot border selector. So now save this and let's run this program. So you can see here these changes that are occur here with this by using the shorthand notation. So this is all about how to configure the border on a web page. So thank you.